Hey guys, Haito here, and today I'm gonna do what if Asta was the reincarnation of Sasuke Uchiha. I hope you enjoy. If you've got any other what if suggestions, please comment them down below, because I'm totally willing to do them. And yeah, with that, let's begin. Chapter 1. I hate them. Give it back, it's Yuno's. A boy with grey hair and ragged clothing said, as he ran at a drunken man. As he ran, a flash of a man with coal black hair, blood-red eyes, and a dark blue cloak flashed through his mind. He felt it, a surge of power. Time felt like it had frozen as he slammed his fist into the man's torso. Suddenly the power receded, and as time fell, as if it had resumed. The drunken man was flying into the wooden shack behind. The grey-haired boy dragged himself to the man's unconscious body. He ripped the shining blue necklace off and walked to Yuno. "Here," he said with a smile as he fell to the floor, unconscious. "Asta!" the black-haired kid screamed as he ran to pick up the boy. 2 years later, Asta suddenly rose from his bed. Again he had seen the man with blood-red eyes. He would enter a black void where the man was meditating. He couldn't move a single muscle, nor talk. He just watched. He looked around. He had slept in. "I won't let you show me up again!" Asta shouted as he ran out the door. As he ran out of the hall and through the large church doors. He saw a pile of unchopped wood as he ran and grabbed the axe that lay next to the logs. He began jumping at an impressive speed. Most people thought that his magic was super strength than speed, even though many also said it was impossible due to magic's certain attributes. He was able to chop through all of the wood except for one log, due to the appearance of Yuno. A slice of air slashed through the last one. "You slept in again, I see," Yuno said, tilting his head. Asta growled. The two then began to run alongside each other in a race. "I'll beat you and become the Wizard King!" Asta screamed as he took the lead. They were in a field filled with planted pot potatoes. They were in a race to rip up all the pot potatoes. Yuno was easily in the lead, as he used his wind magic to rip up huge amounts at a time, whilst Asta was stuck doing one at a time. By the end, they were drenched in mud as they walked back with huge baskets of potatoes. What dirty barbarian children! What can you expect from kids in the slums? Two adults wearing formal clothing said as they walked past. Asta's eyes turned the colour of blood, and Tomoe formed in them. He dropped the bag as he began to stop towards the adults. He felt a force field of wind cover him. "Asta, stop! Beating them up won't prove your point." "Let go of me or I'll kill you." His tone sounded as precise as a snake's. He turned to Yuno, and the boy began to tremble. He'd only seen the person he had viewed as a brother in this state 4 times before, in the same circumstances. Asta struggled, and in this state he was able to keep walking as if it was nothing. "I'll show them who barbarians are, and then I'll make them suffer," Asta muttered to himself. A carriage flew through the sky and proceeded to sweep the nobles up into the sky. "Get back here!" Asta shouted the loudest he could. He fell to the ground and slammed his fist into the ground, allowing his emotions to control him. Asta, Yuno was met with a slap to the face, which sent him to the floor. Asta looked at him, and for a second he saw a kid with blonde hair and orange jumpsuit instead of his brother Yuno. A feeling of relief washed over Asta. "I'm sorry," Asta said quietly, as he grabbed both of their baskets of food and led them back to the church. 8 years later. "Hello, Asta," the man with blood-red eyes said to him. Asta was older now, and for the first time, the man who regularly appeared in his dreams spoke to him. This time he could move. "Wait, who are you? What's your name?" Asta asked, panicked. "Oh, you'll learn that soon, but I heard you wanted to join the Magic Knights and help people." Oh, yeah, but how did you know that? I can help in that endeavour. Asta began to notice how he dodged all the questions and just stopped asking them. How? I can teach you about chakra. And that is the end of chapter 1. Okay, then let's move on to chapter 2. Chakra. Is that a form of magic? Asta said, not understanding what this man was talking about. The man sighed. Chakra has nothing to do with magic, but they do have similar properties. Chakra is life energy, and where I come from, everyone has it. But here it seems magic is its substitute. But mister, where do you come from? Asta asked. It doesn't matter, but with chakra you can do many things, such as spew fireballs. I won't explain chakra in depth to you, but due to your lack of magic power, you can use it. Asta looked horrified. Then he looked amazed. How do I do it? He asked with energy. The man also again sighed. Sit and close your eyes. Asta did this with a bit of hesitance. Breathe in and out and try to feel everything around you. How will that help? Just do it. 1 hour later, Asta started to breathe in heavily. I assume you felt it? Yeah. Asta looked at both his hands. It might be a bit too soon, but I want to teach you the fireball jutsu. Asta almost jumped in the air. Finally, he had something to rival his rival's magic power. How? To do it, you need to make hand signs and then channel your chakra into them. You can practice the hand sign here, but to perform the jutsu, you have to do it in the real world. Got it! Her horse, serpent, ram, monkey, boar, horse, tiger. The man weaved the hand signs. Asta tried to do the same, but struggled to perform them exactly. 1 week later, Asta stood on a rocky landscape. His hands moved into different shapes. Fireball jutsu, he muttered, as a wave of fire spewed from his mouth and engulfed the surrounding area. This is great! 1 more step to becoming the Wizard King, Asta shouted to the sky. I'll prove all those snobs wrong. I can dream as big as I want. Asta suddenly found himself in the mindscape. He heard a clapping noise. As he looked behind him, the man was clapping. Good job, just what I expected from you. The black void suddenly turned into a plain green plane. Wait, what? Asta looked around. Here I can reflect your physical stats in your projected form, along with your chakra and jutsus. Now, let's fight. The black-haired man got into a fighting stance. Asta tried to mimic his stance and smiled. I'll beat you and become stronger. Nice resolve, the man said, as Asta rushed him. He was fast. It reminded him of a certain bushy-browed ninja. But unlike that ninja's, Asta's strikes had no coordination nor technique. The man dodged to the left of Asta. He slammed a fist into the boy's exposed face. Asta flew into the sky. For a moment he felt the life drain from him, but his determination overwhelmed his spirit as he weaved hand signs. A ball of fire spewed from his mouth. The man just stood there as he tanked the hit. This pattern repeated itself through the battle as the man poked holes in the boy's guard, and the boy's unwillingness to quit carried him through the battle. Eventually, the man, getting bored, weaved hand signs. Fireball jutsu! A skyscraper-sized ball of fire slammed into Asta. Suddenly, Asta woke up in a sleeping bag in the large room of the church. He was sweating. He got up knowing that wasn't just a dream. For a week now he had been training, and he had still lost. I won't let this stop me, Asta screamed. He remembered something. It was the day of the grimoire ceremony. And that's where chapter 2 leaves off. Next we'll be getting into more plot focused stuff. This was like kind of a part 0, to be honest. This part was just to summarise everything that happened before Asta joined, let's say, the Black Bulls and did all the crazy stuff he's going to be doing for the rest of the fanfiction. I really hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you have any ideas, please comment them. Like and subscribe if you want. But yeah, with that, I'll be off. Bye.